different types of the diabetes. There are the four types of the diabetes. Okay, type 1, that is the juvenile onset diabetes. आवाज आ रहा है? This, that is the type 3 diabetes and type 4 diabetes. Next is the, that is the hypoglycemic agents. In the hypoglycemic agent, generally we use the insulin as the hypoglycemic agents. Already I told you that the insulin is secreted by the beta cells of the islets of the Langerhans, that is the pancreas. So this insulin is helpful to convert the glucose into the energy, ATP. So it is the most important. If it is not secreted by that particular part, then the glucose is remains as it is, and it is circulated through the blood circulation, circulated through the kidney, filtered through the kidney, circulate through the circulation and enter into the various part of the body. It can be enter into the eyes also through the blood circulations. If it is the continuously in the higher concentrations, means in the higher diabetes, okay, so in that cases it can damage to the eyes also. So diabetes is a disease. If it is in control conditions, it will be not affecting so much. Okay, but it is uncontrolled conditions, then it will be damage the eyes also. Okay, we can permanently lose the eyes. It make us the blind also. It can damage the kidney, means the kidney failure may be chances. Okay, with the various parts, inflammation, edema, okay, improper covering of the wounds and heals, इसकी भी कवरिंग प्रॉपरली हो नहीं पाती, तो इंसुलिन बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. तो इंसुलिन जो है इज द हाइपोग्लाइसेमिक एजेंट्स. इट कैन बी टेकन एक्सटर्नली आल्सो. So this insulin is having the chain having the 21 to the 30 alpha amino acids, okay, which are held together by the disulfide bonds, that is the SAS bonds, and it is the types of the recombinant DNA synthesis types of the insulin, human insulins, in which the human genes for the insulins are inserted into the E. coli. Okay, insulin mainly extracted from the beef also, and pork, porcine insulin is also there. So now it is a, the mass manufacturing is on the basis of the DNA, recombinant DNA synthesis. In this, human genes for the insulins are inserted into the E. coli bacteria to produce the recombinant insulin. Example, Lispro, Aspart insulin, okay, Glargine insulins. These are the cultivated recombinant insulins. So insulin can be prepared from the beef also, pork also, and by using the E. coli, it is a recombinant insulin is also there. So insulin is used to control the hypoglycemic in the diabetes mellitus, and it is called as hypoglycemic agents. And insulin does have the to be the given by the injection. One of the important question is asked that can we take the insulin by the oral? No. If we take the insulin by orally, it is having the amino acids, means they having the proteins. 13 amino acids are there. If we take the orally, then it will enter into the digestion, that is the stomach of the proteins takes place. Once it is digested, so it is not act as the insulin. That's why it is not taken as the orally. It taken as the by the injection. Okay. So it is the big reason behind that why it is not taken as orally. So in the form of injection, it is taken through the subcutaneous routes. It cannot digest enzyme in the gastrointestinal tract, and the insulin which is injected directly into enter the systemic circulations, and as it is directly enter into the systemic circulations, hence it is a more effective than the oral. other hypoglycemic agents. That's why the insulin is prepared in the three different forms. Depends upon the time of onset of the actions and the duration of the actions. If any patient requires a long duration of the actions, we cannot take the repeated times the insulin injections. At that times, it will give the forms which are acting the long acting forms. When the if possible to patient to take the two times, there is a availability of the taking the injections. At that time, short time or rapid actions injections are also given. So these are the insulin injections. One is the rapid actions. Rapid actions time for onset 1 hours and duration of actions is 5 to 7 hours. It is a type of the insulin zinc suspensions. Next category the intermediate acting, that is the mode of action required 1 to 4 hours and duration of action is the 18 to 24 hours. And it is the globulin zinc insulin suspensions. And last is the long acting, that is the 4 to 6 hour required for the onset of the actions and the duration of action is the 23 to 24 to 26 hours, 36 hours. It is the protamine zinc insulin suspension. So in the insulin injections, there are mentioned that which types of these injections are they. On the basis of requirements or on the basis of the doctor's prescriptions, different types of the insulin injections are prescribed to the patients, diabetes patients. Next is the drawback of the insulin therapy. So each drugs having some side effects. The drawback depends upon the purity of the insulins, how it is pure and how it is the sterile, and the syringes, how we use the syringes. And the treatment with insulins may cause the cardiovascular or renal problems also. The improper method of the insulin administered may affect the visions, which may lead to the contract or even the blind lens also. So these are the big disadvantages. In some cases, the injections of the insulin, which is the proteins, may cause the allergic and the hypersensitivity reactions, and the small tumors may develop at the site of the injection, which slow down the absorption of the insulin. Continuously, we are taking the injections, means that rupture the particular skin, and there is formation of the tumor also. That tumor absorb the insulin, means that insulin is not circulated into the body. Then the required therapeutic action is not made to the maximum effect. Next is the bovine and the porcine insulin are antigenic, that is they generate the insulin antibodies. Human insulin is the least antigenic. These antibodies binds insulin, which decrease the its effectiveness, and this lead to the insulin resistance, and especially when the insulin use is not highly purified. So इतने सारे इसके जो है disadvantages थे इंसुलिन के. Next is the oral hypoglycemic agents. Insulin is the injection taken as in the form of injection. It is also one of the hypoglycemic agents, but nowadays maximum patients are taking the oral hypoglycemic agents. Only in the specific conditions that the injectables are given to the patients, because it will require some, it's having some disadvantage that it will require some technician required. Okay, but in our oral hypoglycemic agents, no techniques required, only tablets are given in dosage forms. You have to take a BD, TD, whatever depends upon your diabetes levels. So glibenclamide, one of the drugs having the sulfonylurea, used as the oral hypoglycemic agents for diabetes. And the glibenclamide is a highly potent hypoglycemic agent without having the toxic side effect. It is found to be 200 times more potent than the tolbutamide, and it is belonging to the class of the sulfonylurea. It is mainly used in the treatment of type 2 diabetes maturity onset diabetes, and it cannot have the type 1 diabetes. Side effect: apart from the usual abdominal complaints, it may also cause the jaundice and eosinophilia. So in very less people, this type of side effects occurs because patients are taking for year and year up to the life. Diabetes treatments are continuous. Metformin in the maximum prescriptions I see ever, maximum patients are treated with the metformin. Maximum. If you are also having the patients with the diabetes, you check the tablets of the particular patients, definitely you will find the metformin ingredient of that particular tablets. जो अभी डायबिटीज के पेशेंट रहेंगे उसमें आपको मेटफॉर्मिन एज अ ड्रग आपको मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. So it is the belonging to the biguanide class of the compounds. यूज क्या है इसका स्ट्रक्चर तो दिया हुआ है. यूज है मेटफॉर्मिन इज मेनली यूज इन ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ टाइप 1 डायबिटीज और जुवेनाइल ऑनसेट डायबिटीज. It can also be used along with the sulfonylurea, example glibenclamide, in combination therapy in management of other types of diabetes. जनरली मेटफॉर्मिन जो है जनरली कॉम्बिनेशन थेरेपी में दिया जाता है, जैसा कि मेटफॉर्मिन अलोंग विद द या फिर मेटफॉर्मिन अलोंग विद द ग्लाइबेनक्लामाइड वगैरह के साथ भी इसको दिया जाता है. तो कॉम्बिनेशन थेरेपी यूजली एब्डोमिनल डिस्कम्फर्ट एंड मस्कुलर वीकनेस. जनरली पेशेंट विद डायबिटीज हैविंग दिस प्रॉब्लम्स, डायबिटीज के अंदर तो जनरली मसल वीकनेस आता ही आता है. नेक्स्ट है डोपा gliflozin pyranose. So it is a drug of the gliflozin class used in the treatment of the type 2 diabetes. ओरल हाइपोग्लाइसेमिक एजेंट जितने भी है तकरीबन सब की सब जो है टाइप 2 डायबिटीज में आते हैं. इसका साइड इफेक्ट ये है कि हेवी ग्लाइकोसूरिया, रैपिड वेट लॉस एंड टायर्डनेस, थकावट. इस ड्रग जो है बहुत स्पेसिफिक कंडीशन में ही डायबिटीज में दिया जाता है. नेक्स्ट है ग्लेटाजोन. It is belonging to the class thiazolidine diones, TZS class of the compounds, and it is used to control the blood sugar level in the patient with the type 2 diabetes. Pioglitazone is used either alone or in the combination with the metformin or glibenclamides. ये combination therapy में बहुत सारे drugs use करते हैं. Side effect: anemia, back pain, blood visions, blood retentions, hypoglycemic, extreme tiredness. ये इसके symptoms है. अभी हम जो सिंथेसिस देखेंगे एक ड्रग का, उस सिंथेसिस में हम जो है रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, सिंथेसिस किसका देख रहे हैं हम, पायोग्लिटाजोन का सिंथेसिस देख रहे हैं. पायोग्लिटाजोन के सिंथेसिस के अंदर देखिए इनिशियल रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, हमको कि रिएक्टेंट चाहिए. रिएक्टेंट क्या है, 2,5-ethyl pyridines 2-ill ethanol is condensed with the 4-fluorobenzonitrile in the presence of the NaH, sodium hydride, to give the second intermediate, that is the 4,2,5-ethyl 2-pyridyl ethoxybenzonitrile, and which is then again reduction and give the third intermediates. Okay, it is aldehydic intermediates are given, which is aldehydic intermediate again react with the thiazolidines 2,4-dione in the presence of the pyridine, that is the basic medium, will give the fourth structures which on hydrogenation yield the pioglitazone and the products. So in this way, in the anti-diabetic drugs, we have covered all these points. Okay, so next MCQs of that particular topic, questions already आपको दिए हुए हैं. ओके, अब इसके बाद जो है हमारा नेक्स्ट टॉपिक हम स्टार्ट करेंगे वो रहेगा एंटी पार्किंसन ड्रग्स. टॉपिक छोटे छोटे हैं लेकिन हर कैटेगरीज के एक दो ड्रग्स और वो कैटेगरीज का इंट्रोडक्शन इसमें दिया हुआ है. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है डे टू डे लाइफ में हम बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ करते हैं। तो एंटी पार्किंसंस भी ड्रग्स बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ होते हैं बहुत अलग अलग डिसीज़ में। ओके, तो शेकिंग पाल्स भी इसको दूसरा नाम है पार्किंसन डिसीज़ को। और इसमें क्या होता है कि एबनॉर्मलिटीज ऑफ सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम हो जाता है। और दूसरा एक होता है इसके अंदर प्रॉपर इम्प्रॉपर फंक्शनिंग ऑफ द लोअर पार्ट ऑफ द ब्रेन। तो एंटी पार्किंसन डिसीज द सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम से रिलेटेड डिसीज है। इस डिसीज के बारे में हम जो है आने वाले नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में हम इसके बारे में स्टडी करेंगे। ओके, तो हम आज रुकते हैं। अभी जो टॉपिक खत्म हुआ है इसके थोड़ा सा एमसीक्यू आप बनाइए, टॉपिक टू टॉपिक बनाकर मुझे भेजिए, आपको ज़्यादा लोड नहीं आएगा एमसीक्यूज बनाने का। ओके।